Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Legend of Bumbo. So it's been maybe 3, maybe 4 hours of gameplay of me playing off screen, and I don't have 100% certainty that I'm going to win, but I have a pretty good certainty. I played as the first character for a while, and that would have been my first victory, and then I just got bored with playing that style, so I'm back to Bumbo the Nimble, so this would be the second time we would have won with Bumbo the Nimble. And honestly, I don't think I'd play as Bumbo the Nimble any further than that, at least not until we figure something else out or unlock something else. So I have 2 moves. I have damage going up with each hit up to 8, so theoretically this would kill the ghost baby in 1 hit, but it probably won't because it's probably only going to do 1 damage. Let's just go ahead and see. Yeah, it's only going to do 1 damage. I've made liberal use of block the next 2 attacks, and very little use actually as far as increasing the damage per turn, which I don't think does anything here. And I don't think I've actually used the soul heart even once. So this has all been a lot of mana manipulation. There's some trinkets that have helped too. Noticeably too, there was just a point where this build was so well set that I skipped one of the shops and didn't buy anything. And that's why I'm at 31 coins here. What would really suck though is we win and somehow we're still not over 45 coins. Like, by all means we really should be at the end of this, but who knows. You may have to skip 2 shops, you may have to skip 3 or 4 shops. I've made liberal use also of re-rolling things, but let's see, what I have to do here is make bones or teeth. It doesn't inherently help me too much if I can't make a match. There we go. So I can pull that down. So 2 more hits need to happen. And let's see, we can suck up this yellow to charge up my attack, which has been lowered in cost and increased in damage quite a bit. Not really trying to save hearts or anything like that. I'm simply trying to find something that would match. I could go in a lot of different directions if necessary. Alright. So here, let's go ahead and take the soul heart. So we're going to be at full health too, with red hearts and soul hearts. Attack here. That should have done 9 damage. It seems like it did too. Wow, 44. So to be over 45, you basically have to skip 2 entire coins, or it could be a case that you get more coins after you beat it a second time. Let's go and skip that. Now there is an animation here where you lose in the gambling. And this might be that animation, it might not. And this is where we would potentially unlock some items. There we go, we won. Again. But these items certainly aren't showing up very commonly. I found a rock instead of like a small rock as an attack during this run. But that's about it. So you're having these runs where it's almost exactly the same for an hour to 2 hours of gameplay, and maybe you're seeing one new item, where the Binding of Isaac Rebirth in particular was pretty good about unlocking things fairly constantly. You just like every single run, even if you lost, you had a very good chance of unlocking something new. And if you, as you played more and more, you had very good chances of seeing more. As you went further and deeper down the levels, you would just get more items anyways. And once you unlocked things like options and upgraded your storefront, you would just see a lot more. And frankly, there is a lot missing in this game if you were to try and make a one-to-one comparison to the Binding of Isaac. There's no bombs, which there's a whole secondary playstyle of bombs in Binding of Isaac that I don't play, and I don't think most people play, but some people do. There are keys to unlock locked doors. There's little gambling sections. There's all kinds of balancing of stats and potentially gambling away your life to get better rewards, higher rewards. And there just aren't any equivalents to that. I don't even know what this is. It looks like the toothpick, if I was to guess. And then we have what looks like, this isn't a tarot card. This is one of the angel items of the Binding of Isaac. Want more trinkets? Play a skull game at the window. 1 nickel. Alright. So what does that do now? I haven't won once with Bumba the Brave. You now see I have won a second time, and so you have kind of like this copper penny and silver nickel. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's potentially even a third coin that it comes to the right there, because there definitely seems like there's enough room for that on the screen. And if it went pennies, nickels, you could go dimes, you could go quarters. I'm not sure there are actually dimes in the Binding of Isaac, but there is a quarter, which is a different kind of item than it isn't just something that's dropped. And then there are pennies, and there are nickels. So, moving forward then, I guess it's probably worth it to try and show off Bumbo the Brave again. The lower his health is, the harder he hits, so increasing his health actually is negative. So what you probably would want is something that could lower your health and replace it with soul hearts. And that's just not something that by default you would be able to do. If I could start with the cat's paw, then I could do that. Let's see. I wish you could actually save up your attacks and then choose to play them in different orders. That would bring a lot more strategy to this, really. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Like, if you just popped up a bunch of cards as you made the matches, then you could order the order you're going to attack them, and you could use them on different people. That would be ideal. And I guess I haven't tried all the buttons, so I suppose it's possible that that's the case, but it doesn't seem like it. So you get little cards and choices on who you're going to attack. There. Destroy a column of tiles or blinding enemies. Column. We'll take that. I guess the move here is probably to do that. Didn't do that. You probably don't want to make big combos when you have weak enemies around you. Can I make a one move combo here? Yes, I can make a poop. So we'll do that. We could destroy a column of tiles if we wanted to. For what reason would we do that? I have no idea. Could also re-roll. And then do that column. No reason, and then just re-roll. And it's not like, well, we are playing as Bumbo the Stout, so we do run out of mana. It resets each time, doesn't it? Alright. I have to remind myself which one I'm playing as. Need a hit here. Go ahead and use that. Take some more moves. And I think we've got this. Is that better? Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter what we do. Just don't want to take any damage. I do really wonder if maybe there's a limiter on how much coins you can earn per floor against each boss that gets unlocked. Right. I really would like to make a bigger match, but I only have 2 moves, so best I can do is that. Put that there. Destroy a column there. Okay. And so, like, you're immediately going to take a hit regardless there. Like, you just would have to be incredibly lucky or play specifically as either Bumbo the Weird or somebody else. Probably the Lost, honestly. If we're unlocking the Lost by not taking damage, I suspect you'll find that the Lost has only like one hit of half a heart of blue soul heart anyways. That's kind of how he's designed in the Binding of Isaac, I think, if I recall correctly. It's been so long since I played the Binding of Isaac. Yeah. Left to my own devices, if I wasn't trying to be more varied on my YouTube channel, I would probably have just played a lot of Binding of Isaac and nothing else. So I've tried to space myself out as far as covering that. But yeah, I suspect... Interesting, he moved backwards. I suspect that you have to play as the Lost and not take any damage anyway, and once you do that, you would unlock the other characters anyways. Or you would potentially achieve the goal some other way and then just realize it was redundant, because you still can't take damage with the Lost. That would be my guess. We'll just have to see if we even get that far. We are making progress still, so it would be very hard to justify, say, rage quitting. I could see some arguments, certainly, on a little bit of rage quitting. If I'm spending 5 to 10 hours to potentially get 2 victories. There we go. You see, now that we have gain a soul heart, we will make use of that. Four damage there. Poop. Snot. Destroy a column. Let's destroy this column because we see that there is a bone coming that way. Let's work towards a pattern there. Like, really, I want bones matches. Teeth is fine if you're just going to do 4, but if I do a big 5 or 7 of teeth, that's too much. There we go. 2 for that. 4 for that. That leaves us with 1. So all we need now is a 1 move violent action. Doesn't seem like we would do that with this roll, so we'll just re-roll. And there we go. And we're at 8 coins right now. Probably gonna bump me up to 20, 21, 22, 3. Teleport to a treasure room. Might be worth holding on to in its later levels. Or you could buy a booger throw. Alright. So, gaining a soul heart. Spells charge less. Get that down to 2. Let's see. Spells hurt more. You really probably want that at like 6 or 7. And then we're at 8. We'll go for a trinket or a soul art. Either one would be nice. Nothing is not so nice. My damage right now is at 4 and 2. When I get my health up back up, it went to 3 and 1. Yes. The more damage you take, the more your stats, your base stats, they don't get modified like a blue. They are just modified with the black bars, the black tick marks. So we really want a soul heart build. And 2 moves here. Really wish there was a 1 move match, but there isn't, so. Oh man, I made a mistake there. I could have done a 7. Okay. If we kill this, then kill this, then smash this, that gets rid of those 3, and so we don't have to worry about it. And we'll just re-roll, see if we get some extra moves. Okay. We could get a poop. We could get a bunch of poops. What is worth more? Alright, can we get rid of any columns that really don't have anything? These guys like to move left and right. This, do this. Probably should have gone for a bone match anyways. There goes half a soul heart. Yeah. Destroy column. What? Bring the tooth down. Even if I got matches here, it'd be kind of dangerous to attack. Okay. So you do this one, then do this one, and this. That should win for us this floor, or this room. So little rock probably is what we want. Hit the furthest enemy. Or poison enemies that we hit. I think being able to hit an enemy versus being able to poison is probably better, but you know, this applies to more characters in the long run. Take that soul heart. As long as I can manage to like hit multiple people. Let's see. Do a 1 there for the poop there. Do a 1 there. Smack this guy nice and hard. Is it worth just destroying a column? Okay, what column would we want to destroy now? Just the one that doesn't have any yellows on it, I guess. Okay. The sad thing here is still really not gonna set yourself up with an attack. 2 moves can give me 1 tooth attack, and that's pretty much it. Let's see, it would be nice if I had activated the poison first, but I hadn't. And we're gonna have our mana reset anyway, so and that poisons enemies that hits me, not poisons enemies that I hit, so I didn't even read it correctly. If I do this, it moves a bunch down. That leaves this open. Do that. There's like 2 health there. Why did that guy attack me like that? I don't know. Destroy a column. Get 2 moves. Poison, poison. Line up that. Move that. And move that. Yeah. I imagine though they're only going to get poisoned once and they're only going to take 1 damage from that. So let's just kill this So we only have to worry about one thing. Although it is a pretty massive thing that we still have to worry about. It's not going to be particularly easy. Do one thing here, he's going to do that. I do 4 damage and he'll attack me first. So basically need to not do that. Why is my mana not resetting? Who am I playing as? Oh, I'm just playing as the regular Bumbo. Oh, mana doesn't reset. Alright, well. Then I've been overly complicating this. Okay. Let's see. Guess we'll hit this one first. In the middle. Take that out. Make some protection. Guess we'll just end the turn. Okay. Just make a match to get one more move. Make a match. Get teeth. Do I have a 1 move combo? No, so let's reroll. It's only poison once, since we're playing as a regular Bumbo. We possibly get a poop. Can we do anything? Destroy a column. Got a lot of people here, though. A lot of people to get rid of. Didn't even help me. Need to be more careful, or I'm going to end up dying in a way that really shouldn't die. Although at this point, if they reduce me down to like half a heart, and then I got a bunch of soul hearts to recover from that, that could work. But it would be very dangerous, certainly, to do that. See, half a heart only reduces your... doesn't increase it anyways. So you would need a full heart of heart damage before you could even pull off a trick like that. One there. Smash this. Destroy some columns. So, yeah, you would need your health fairly high, really. Then you would need the health to be knocked down, so you'd need to get HP ups, then reduce the health down. And then, in that case, you probably couldn't really accomplish both that and having soul hearts at the same time. And I guess I'm wondering also if flip a row of tiles or knock back all enemies. I think I'll take knock back all enemies. I guess the other question to ask would be, maybe you'll get more coins after beating the place a second time. Really need a poop. But if I was to put the poop here, wouldn't match anything else. So, start with that. Now, I want to kind of take some damage first before we fight the guy. That. Yeah, no, I want to take some damage first before I take the soul hearts in, add that. Okay. This is a good combo move, so I'll take it. That gives us a poop. And that. Now is the time to try and really knock back people. If we can knock them back. And I could destroy a column if I wanted to. Guess the question is, do I want to? Nope. We have a lot of green mana, but nothing to use the green mana on, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay. It's only 2 moves, we really can't do everything I'd like to do. So we have 1 move. Can we make a match that would either make poop or teeth? And we could do teeth. Knock him back. But that's not knocking him back. It needs to be really bones only. Is there a column that we would want to destroy? We can do that. go ahead and take that. Reroll. Can we do a one-turn match here? No. Reroll. Knock back. Should we re-roll again, or should we save that? Yeah, I think we just save it. Alright, so he smacks me. That brings up my attack and puzzle matching. Now we would just be looking for this, I guess. So we do that. We do that. We hit him with that. Then we hit him with that. And we're at 8. It'll probably bring us to like 21. May add blind to attacks or reduce random spell cost at random. See, it seems like this would be a ticket that you could use later. So let's take that. Okay. What are options? Reroll spell. Spell costs less. Spells hurt more. Spell hurt more. Spells cost less. Do we want to reroll a spell, or do we want to go for another trinket? Let's go for another trinket. More rewards. Then move on to the Halls of Belial. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's alternate versions of these floors, which that was something that was eventually added. Okay. So I'm just gonna do that, and it seemed to maybe reduce something, maybe not. Most tick items in the Binding of Isaac are stuck as trinkets forever, so it's possible I did activate its reduce of the spell, but the item is now just going to be in my inventory, and I'll just have to live with it being in my inventory. It's usually not a huge problem. That makes a lot of sense. And that makes a lot of sense. And we'll just knock everybody back. Probably that was wrong. Okay. So I'm just gonna lose a soul heart. And that didn't knock up my health any. I'd need to take another half heart of health. So, yeah, maybe I should just let this guy hit me. I think that's what I want to do. So instead, is there anything else to do here? That brings up my attack. more. And then we'll just smash here. There's no way we're gonna get a massive 7 yellow. So I could goof around for that. But even if I did get a 7 yellow, I would just be charging. 2 green. We don't do anything with green right now, so I will take Little Rock. Nope, I hit the wrong button. I won't take Little Rock then. I've done that multiple times, and it's very, very noticeable. I imagine when I play a lot of games, I do accidentally hit the wrong button, but they usually aren't so blatantly obvious. Yep. It looks like the tick probably did reduce the cost of something, and well, no, I used it, and well, didn't seem like it did anything. Alright, well, it went away. That's at least something. Seven damage on that smack. And all I can really do is that. In return. Need a poop. Which means all I can do is this. And I guess I could try and destroy a column. I guess if I could kill the guy on the left, I could probably goof around with the guy in the center for quite a while. But definitely wouldn't be very safe to do any of that. Let's do this. Probably smarter just to move to the next room. Not that it's gonna be much safer in the next room. This is probably the end for me. You can't get any yellows. You can get bones. Who's the more dangerous ones? The flying reds or the black? So on the ground. Or are they equally dangerous? Okay. We need a teeth. Seems like all we can really do is a poop. Is there really no way to get a teeth match? Here. You definitely can't do a bone. And you definitely can't do Alright, well. I got lucky there. Re-roll your current mana. Okay. I will take the D8. I will replace this. So this is the flip around challenge. Which wouldn't be too hard to do. Do this. Do 3 damage here. And then he attacks me. I don't know why. And then he attacks me and I lost. Like, I don't think I had a chance there at all. So the thing I want to test, and we might as well do it on screen, is just see if Bumbo the Nimble gets more rewards in the first chapter. If we end like the first chapter here with 21, 22, 23 coins, then nothing seems like it would have changed. If all of a sudden we're starting to get 4 or 5 coins in a room, or if we end with higher than 23 coins, then that does imply to me that there's been a change, and it opens up some hope, certainly, of something more. Let's see. If I do this and then do this, stab that. Now would boil down to grabbing this one and then grabbing this one and then stab that one. We need a poop, or we need to set up something else, which I don't know what we really need to set up. We could set up hearts, but that would be pointless. Okay. Extra moves. And then we just need a bone attack. On that. And a spear attack. So we still only got 3. So nothing changes there. Toothpick, remove a single tile, or melee attackers take damage on barbed wire. So it may very well be a case that Toothpick in particular is either an upgraded version of something we already had, or you can just get 2 copies of it now with different costs. Is this the one where the costs randomize after you use it? I don't think it is. But yeah, it may be you only get that item as this character and you don't get the item as any of the other characters, so there, if that would be the case, there would be a much smaller pool of items that you could earn compared to the Binding of Isaac. Right, do we have a tooth match we can do? There we go. When we delete a tile, we get the mana, so deleting a tooth with the tooth makes sense. Okay. What would our next match possibly be? And do we have a chance at anything? Take that, that doesn't add what we want. Take that, that doesn't really add what we want. Take that, that gives us a tooth. There we go. Oops. That's not what I expected. So I need to try to make horizontal attacks, if anything. Darn it. Trying to grab that one instead of, yep. Well, no. Yeah, odds are unlikely that you would have a vertical attack that you could do. Move that there. Attack here. Okay. I probably have enough mana to just grab all of these. To charge that up. And that definitely makes a different situation, certainly, where you potentially are going to just win by picking out specific things and not even trying to make matches at all. Just toothpicking them out. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hit that. Let's make some poops. for protection. Take some more moves. Kill that. Guess we'll do that and that. Kill that. Smack that guy, that wasn't enough. Do I have enough resources to take out every yellow? Just so I can do another attack there. And even if I do have enough resources to do that this turn, what do I do the next turn? Mana drain back to 0. Seems like mana drain is not happening every time, though. So either this is not that character, which it isn't, come to think of it. But mana drain can happen. So it is always a risk, it's just a very low risk. Get that. Also, doesn't seem like this is the character build that loses his... that randomizes the cost either. He just gains mana with each kill. Right. Trapdoor, skip chapter plus 10 coins. Would there ever be a good point to use this? At the final boss fight, maybe? But then you wouldn't get the boss battle. So I'll take the crazy straw. The thing about the trapdoor in the Binding of Isaac, though, is that it can get you into places that the game normally wouldn't allow you, and it has a small chance, I think, of taking you to a glitch room. Although, in all honesty, I played the Binding of Isaac Rebirth for like 200 hours and maybe saw the glitch room once. I'm not even sure I saw it once. So, very possibly I was doing something wrong there. Also, like, very rarely would you get to trapdoor. In this game, I don't know if it makes a lot of sense to consider using the trapdoor at all. Because this game is so limited and it's not unlocking another place after the basement. I'm fairly confident that that's the case. We're not going to have yet another floor on top of that or unlock a new selection of enemies that we haven't seen before. Okay. Two damage that time. Here. Here. What else? What else could we possibly do? Take this. Take this. Get rid of that. Take that. Hit him again. Sure. Good move. What else do we want? It's probably better to bring in the yellows, even if there's no other option. Do I want to do anything else? Okay. I think I'm happy with that, so I'm going to end the turn there. And then when I bring this down, that's going to match, that's going to match, that's going to let me hit with that. That's going to let me hit with that. That. Okay. So I take that and move it that way. Oops. And just do that. Attack with that. Only need 2 more damage. Not really going to do anything with the heart, so we can just take the heart out. Do that. So we're at 9 coins right now. What are we going to be at? 22 coins. Free spells on low HP may add mana gain to attacks. I think the tweezers is a lot better of an option. So I'd have to decide something here. Like spells hurting more to start with, or spells costing less. I do think there is a real value in upgrading spells, your starter spells, more than other actions, because you do end up relying on these spells more than I would think. And arguably, if you upgraded your spells and you had a good spell that you could rely on in the first time you're at the shop, you're probably in a decent position to skip the second or third or fourth time you go to the shop. Okay. It's probably the wrong one to attack. Let's see. trying my best here. But not really accomplishing as much as I'd like. Start with 2 damage. Kill the boom. Roll that around. 1 damage there. Like, they really didn't set me up in a fair situation here at all. I'm not sure that there was any way to avoid taking damage here. I could have potentially, like, destroyed the flying guy. It's almost like you prime the enemies based on what potential matches you have on the field. So you really, if it does work that way, I doubt it does because that would be really complicated to program. But if it did work that way, then you would have to leave the board a mess to avoid it deciding that you can handle more of a challenge. I said we were going to stop here, but it honestly looks like we're going to die anyway, so let's just play this out, play this run out. If this turns out to be the run I somehow succeed at, that would be funny, but it would also be annoying, because then it's going to be a long episode. But that's kind of the name of the game anyways, is long episodes. Let's see. One. I guess the question would come down to should we try for a heart? Well, forget the heart. Then let's go for some poop. Prayer card gain half a soul heart. Man, that is expensive. But the other option would be a mana gaining attack. Let's take Fish Hook. I think that prayer card really would only work if you just were getting a massive amount of mana, or if you could reduce the cost of the mana quite a bit. Like that. this guy first. Smack this guy. I only did 2. Let's get rid of this green. Mana gain. Let's see. Everything's moving around. Next option. Is just to hit that. Okay. So hit this one, that one, and that one. We can do green, and we can do brown, but can't do anything more than that. In the turn. Smack that guy. Mana gaining attack. Okay. Here and here. Then in return. And this is turning slow. Okay. Just destroy that. Attack with that. Just guess the next move would be to take this. Just go and hit the guy behind. Let him attack. Kill that. Yeah, this is incredibly slow. Alright, I'll just pick it out. Take that. Take that. Attack here. Win. Move forward. Again, I guess I could have goofed around and tried to get health. Yeah, this can get a little too intense, I would say. Just playing too much of this in a row. Okay. Well, we'll start by sucking that in and suck that in. Then we would need an offensive attack. Which we can do with this. Then I guess we would need another offensive attack. I'm not sure we can do another offensive attack, so let's just go with the protection attack instead. Right, so I grab this. We'll throw that one. Smack that one. Smack that one. Smack that. Is there another heart up here anywhere we could take? No. Well, this is working. We're halfway through. I'm losing a lot of momentum, certainly, but okay. Start with that, and we'll see if we can find the right one. Right. If I could use this to identify the right person. Yeah, we're set up nicely. Of course, we got hit. These characters, when you're fighting them in the Binding of Isaac, I believe are the ones you have to attack from behind. Right. If I could push this guy back more, that would be nice too. Because then I could attack him more before he decides to run away and respawn back at the back with 2 other clones. Okay, a lot of hits. We're able to do a lot of hits there. We got a lot of poop things. We've got 4 moves. Okay. Here. Here. Turn this into a wild. Spin the bones here to do this. Yeah, you've got like a seven bones, and that should just win. We're at 16 now, and that bumps us up to 30. Enemies may take damage. Max may gain movement off kills. A stray barb versus movement off kills is better to take movement off kills because sometimes the enemies. Let's see. We could make spells cost less, we could make spells hurt more, or we could try and refill our health. I think in this case it's probably better to try and refill your health. There you go. That leaves it at 15. Spells hurting more. And then spells costing less. And there goes all your money. But yeah, I kind of needed to do that to have a decent chance of success. Alright. Start with this. And then we'll throw that one. That's one down. Darn it. The rest of this is going to boil down to getting puzzle matches though. So I'm going to have to struggle to get puzzle matches. Could make wilds, certainly. You could even go for like 7 of hearts. Right. So what we'll do, we'll make a wild here and make that. There. I guess probably charging up your mana stealing ability is your best bet. Here or here. If I absorb a green, I could make another wild. There. Destroys a tile plus mana. There we go. Okay. Take another move. Take another move. 2 more damage. And see, I would like to try to get hearts, but it's not gonna happen. Just do that. Mom's Foot, I just don't think we'd ever want. Gain Brown, I just don't think we'd ever want. Yeah. So we won't take either one of those. Okay. Do we have a 1-turn match? 1 move match? Nope. So we'll start with that. Line up some bones. That might work pretty well. Okay. Now what? I guess what you want to do is probably go with green. Yeah. Because that gives you like 3 or 4 mana for 6 mana. It's not an equal trade. But it's not a terrible trade either. So if I get a bunch of green and then I get a bunch of teeth, I could then make a bunch of wilds. Like that one. Which then opens the door to attacking that. And opens the door to making this. Which then just lets me kill that. Let's grab this. Grab this. Bone attack. Do that. I don't think we quite have enough. I don't think we have quite enough hearts to go for several wilds on the hearts, or just take a bunch of time here. We could goof around on that. But honestly, if I am going to goof around that much, I probably just want to do it off screen. Let's instead move forward. I would need a lot of teeth matches anyways. There we go. I'm totally losing steam here. I'm about to fall asleep in the middle of playing a fairly intense puzzle game. You can't make puzzle games that intense, but I've yet to see anyone succeed at doing that. But if the heavy metal music isn't going to do it, nothing is. We have no moves. Darn it. Put a poop there. See if we can kill this one. Come on. More moves. Yep. Let's see. Kill that. Gain some mana. So now we would need a lot of damage. Matching tiles, and we don't have any. Greens and teeth. We do that. I'm wasting my teeth mana. Am I getting mana? It says mana gain there. This is really leading to nothing. Come over here. Come over there. Mana gain. So I keep destroying these like teeth in the hope that I could get a wild. Still not good enough though. And that's the end of that turn. That super long turn. And then I take hit damage regardless. This is just really bad positioning. It would be nice if some of these characters died like, and then they would take other enemies with them or clear the whole field. Guess there's one small group of people that are kind of like that, where they're treated as a group, but let's see. Take a bone back. Oh, this is so slow. We have so much further to go still. Really would make a lot of sense to just kind of end the episode here and come back, but it really wouldn't play well. I would come back and I would have just lost. Plus it doesn't open up the possibility of me playing off screen, which even if I'm falling asleep while talking and such, playing off screen sometimes is an option. Although in this case I think I will actually go to sleep. Every spell is ready. And we have no moves. this. You know what would be interesting to find out here is if I put a wild here. Alright, so we need a green and a brown tooth now. Okay, so here we have a wild here going for a 7 of green and a wild here going for 4 bones. Will it count all that? Yes, it will. And despite doing all of that, it really didn't affect as much as you would have thought. Oh, I hate to do this, but it actually makes sense. We're going for a 7 heart. We just have too much defense to say no to that. That being said, we'll have to make some kind of match. Just gonna have me in the turn a couple times. Okay. Take this teeth. Take this teeth. Do that, get full health and the soul heart. Now we'll just end the turn. Now we just need to do 1 damage, which might be easier said than done. The fact that it takes you a minute or two at least to get to get a fill. Reroll tiles of the same type versus getting wilds. I kind of would think I'd like tiny dice more than destroy tile and mana, but everything's working fairly well. And see, this will be funny if I lose here again to this boss. Okay, first things first. We need a match here. And see, even 1 damage flipped that around and had to attack me. Which just means the The whole thing is unfair. You have to, before you do anything else, set up a poop. Action. At least one poop protection. Flip her back. Then spawn a fly. Use that one attack. Can we get a match here? Yes. Flip it around. Again, it attacks. It's not being really fair. Okay. Should have thought that through better. Yeah, I guess I generally just want to have as much of everything as I can. Turn that into a wild. Smack that. Then I'm going to take a hit of damage. Just because I didn't put it poop up. And then you do 5 damage here. So unless I could do 4 damage with the teeth or the bones, and there aren't any bones even on the floor. Take out a green. So that would do like 3 damage. And then we'll take another hit. We're at 10 coins right now. We'll get bumped up, I imagine, to maybe 35. Nope, 22. So considerably few coins there. Gain green mana or chance of damage up. I will take chance of damage up. And then re-rolling a spell. Spells hurt more. Spells cost less. That's the only spell that could cost less. And this hurting more, I guess, makes some sense. So do we want to re-roll? Or do we want to go for another trinket? Probably makes sense to gamble for another trinket. And ideally, if I am going to win a trinket, it would be nice if it went full screen with it and showed me what the item is. So let me read. It says read it in full screen instead of just saying you want a trinket, because there's no way to look downward. Re-rolling a spell. And we're not gonna have 45 coins, so let's just gamble again, see if we get a soul heart. Off to the basement we go. Okay, so this is the build for potentially a third victory with Bumbo the Nimble. Okay, we need matches, so do this. And then I'm definitely going to get hit at this rate. There's just no avoiding it. Like, can maybe do 5 damage. So yeah, it kind of sucked to just lose on that first action, but I'll be darned if that doesn't seem like that might be exactly what happens here. Cursed tiles don't damage or +1 to random stat. Yeah. Because you know you're going to get cursed tiles when you get to that final boss fight. Okay. What do we go for now? Can we get a match? The guy in the middle is blinded. Could go for yellow. That would be probably the right move. move that. Get 2 more moves. Smack that. Smack that, and we're like 1 short. And smack it again. But ideally, we still need something that we just don't have. I was cursed several times in that last fight, I think, and it seemed like it was. And no curse tiles showed up. But that makes everything a lot easier. And then I seem to be blinding other people, which I find that shocking. See, he just... That time they did add a curse tile. These guys are sucking moves out of me. And cursing me. And cursing me. This might be a floor where nobody can actually attack me and do any damage. Do I have a 1-move match though? We're so close to the end, and we're about to lose it all. Just match all of those and get rid of them all. We need yellow. Come on. Could I get green instead? Yeah, I'm shocked I'm even making it this far, but somehow... going to pull this off to some level. Make it 1 more floor. One more room. That may offer us 1 more item. Damage up and life gain. We will take that, and for that exchange, I guess you have to get rid of one or the other. We'll get rid of that one. And it can only save us in this final boss fight. Kind of the odds of you surviving this boss fight still kind of low. Do that. Start with that. If I could keep a bone action until halfway through the fight, that would be great, but that's not gonna happen. Smack that guy. That. Take a bunch of green. That. You know, just having a lot of green in reserve for the final boss fight might also work too. So he's like down to 5 health now. Okay. So then I can hit this guy and get cursed. I can hit this guy and get cursed. I can smack this guy. And we need to do like 3 more hits. That. 2 more hits. The extra damage, probably not even really playing a big role here. Take that. 1 more hit. See, I can just eat a green here, and I can just win here. So 3rd victory with this one character, which, if anything, just, I think, shows that Bobo the Nimble is probably the easiest character for me to play as. And it doesn't seem like these endings are different in this part, although it'd be kind of hard to tell.
Something mean, something huge, something.
Isaac, who were you talking to?
Eventually, one of these times, this is not going to work. At least that was my thought. Although, we may just unlock a ton of items first. It's possible that they updated the game at some point and always unlocked. Terrible, the game is harder unlocked. So this is where Binding of Isaac really started to shine, is that, alright, now the game is harder. Bumbo the Dead has been unlocked. Why? I'm not sure. Or that item has been unlocked for Bumbo the Dead.
Someday, Bumbo.
And yeah. The main screen is still the same. But now we have more coins in the background. Quite a lot more. We have 4 coins where it was... Last time I noticed it was at 2. You didn't get a 3rd coin for doing that. And there is this like frowny face. So... We already had unlocked Bumbo the Dead, so we maybe unlocked a new item for Bumbo the Dead. But yeah, looks like it was worth it to do that experiment and see if it would unlock something more here. That being said, it is well past its prime that it would make any sense to do Bumbo the Nimble anymore. I really need to get a victory with Bumbo the Brave, get a second victory with Bumbo the Stout, get a victory with Bumbo the Weird and Bumbo the Dead, and still try to have some hope, at the very least, to unlock Bumbo the Lost. And then probably in playing Bumbo the Lost, you would unlock Bumbo the Empty, but maybe not. It is the lost character in Binding of Isaac that I specifically never bothered to unlock, and was never a character that really interested me in being a character you would want to play as, because he basically dies in one hit, and that's too much of a challenge. What could be annoying now, though, is that if each character needs to beat the game twice and the game is harder and it's added extra difficulty, then I may have just sealed my own fate as far as not ever being able to win with Bumbo the Brave or some of the other characters. Or if it adds yet another chapter, that would be a little surprising, because of the way you're going upward. If it added another chapter, you would be going into Isaac's house, basically, after the basement. The basement is the first place you start in Binding of Isaac, and you go downward from there. Well, I guess we've already gone 2 hours, so there's no reason to make this any longer. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.